Hello, everyone. It's Monday, May 22nd. My name is Karen Connolly. I'm with the Scituate Select Board, and this is your weekly news update. I'm here today with Jim Boudreau, our town administrator, and Bill Burkhead, our superintendent of schools. Congratulations to everyone who was elected to a town office on this past Saturday. The election drew 2,278 voters. That's not a big amount, but given the fact that there were no pressing issues per se on the ballot, that probably explains it. Plus, it was a fairly rainy day, but at any rate, so the following people were elected: James Toomey, moderator; Andrew Goodrich, select board; Susan Harrison, select board; Stephen Gard, assessor; Janice Lindblom, school committee; Peter Gates, school committee; Maria Fenwick, school committee; Rebecca Lewis, planning board; Robert McLean, planning board; Christopher Maraki, library trustee; and Virginia Ayers, library trustee. Thank you to everyone who ran. It's a big sacrifice personally to put yourself out there, but we really appreciate the participation of all the candidates. And we especially appreciate Kathy Gardner, our town clerk, and her wonderful staff, and the poll workers who spend all day on Saturday checking people in and out. Plus, they do the work of absentee ballots prior to the election. So thank you to all. The upcoming meetings this week for the town are the Board of Health, Economic Development Commission, Design Review, the Scituate Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and the Planning Board. In addition, the Select Board is soliciting people to participate in our boards and committees. We have close to 50 committees, I believe, in town at this point, and we do have openings on a number of them. Too long to list in this broadcast, but if you go to the Scituate homepage, the government homepage, look to the left, and there is a news announcement block. You can click on the board and committee openings, and you will see what we have available. Finally, Memorial Day is coming up, and I know everyone looks forward to Memorial Day weekend, but it's very important, especially for our kids, to know that the reason why they have a long weekend is because of the sacrifice of so many people who served our country in wars and peace. And I will say that last year, the attendance at the ceremony was somewhat disappointing. So we're hoping this year to have more participation. You don't need to be part of an organized group to participate in the ceremony. So for the public, the ceremony will be at the Lawson Common on this Monday, May 29th at 11:15. Please take time out of your weekend to celebrate and commemorate the people who have served us so well. And with that, I will turn it over to Jim Boudreau, our town administrator. Jim?
Good morning. Related issue to Memorial Day. For those of you who enjoy these weekly updates, next week's update will be on Tuesday, as Monday is the holiday. So don't look for us on Monday. Please be at the parade and the events on the Common, and you'll see our video on Tuesday morning. We'll start with the water update. The reservoirs at +3. Last week they were at 1.5. Tack Factory Pond is up to +7. Last week was also +1.5. Average daily demand is 1.592 million gallons a day. Last week we were at 1.493, so we are moving into those heavier summer usages. Rainfall in the last 7 days was 2 inches at the plant. As Karen said, most of that was probably on Friday night and Saturday. We did have a rainy weekend. Flushing is done for the season. We flushed over 50% of the system. We will resume flushing in the fall, depending upon the amount of water that we have in the reservoir. Reminder that we are currently under our annual water restrictions that are imposed by the Commonwealth. Between May 1st and September 30th, all outdoor watering must occur before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation systems may be used 1 day per week based upon your voting precinct. You can go to the water department website and see what particular date your precinct is able to use your water irrigation system. And a related note, the iron and manganese pilot project that was spoken about that is being installed at the current water treatment plant at Old Oaken Bucket will be ready for inspection by the state on June 5th, putting it on schedule to be ready for the heavy summer water usage period. As we've discussed previously, this is a project to remove the iron and manganese that is built up in the reservoir and comes out of the water when the temperatures rise and water levels fall. We believe this was a main cause of our groundwater issues last year, and this will go a long way to helping alleviate those groundwater problems until we get the new water treatment plant built. which will have a full-size iron and manganese contactor to deal with these brown water issues. The contractor for the lighthouse will be out at the lighthouse this week. The fencing is scheduled to start going up today. The contractor will then do remediation work on the glazing compound of the lantern room windows. That does contain some very low levels of PCBs and must be remediated. When this is completed, the lantern room will be prepared for transportation and taken off site to the contractor's facility, where it'll serve as a template for the new lantern room. Work on the actual lighthouse tower is scheduled to begin at the end of this week. This is a project that is being paid for by community preservation funds and various state and local grants. The gas company is scheduled to begin work on Jericho Road this Wednesday, May 24th, on the installation of a new gas line. Crews will be working Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and the project is expected to take approximately 8 weeks. Jericho Road will be open to travel, but it'll be reduced to 1 lane in spots where the construction is. Detail officers will assist with the traffic, and there will be appropriate signage up, but if you can, try to avoid that area during the construction time, as travel will be difficult at periods while the gas company puts in that new gas line. Speaking of the gas company, we received several questions about the state of the sidewalk and why the sidewalk on Ann Vinyl Road has not been completed. In previous posts, we talked about the town has installed the new curbing and we've done the base coat on the sidewalk. The gas company will be on Ann Vinyl this summer installing a new gas line and laterals. Once they have finished installing the gas line, they will pave Ann Vinyl. And when they are done and completely off the street, we will come back and put the top coat on the sidewalk and finish that project. So it is on schedule, it is on time, but we are waiting for the gas company before we put the finishing touches on that sidewalk. South Shore Recycling Cooperative is having a curbside mattress pickup for Scituate residents tomorrow, May 23rd. Reservations are required. It costs 50 cents a unit. A mattress and box spring are 2 units. Call 617-378-7619 or visit the website ssrcoop.info, and you can scan the QR code to make a reservation. That's the same cost that we take at the transfer station. So for $50, you can get your mattress and box spring picked up, $50 a piece, that is, your mattress and box spring picked up, or you can pay the same amount to bring it down to the transfer station. So I think that's a pretty good deal. There will be Household Hazardous Waste Days hosted by South Shore Recycling on 6/10, 6/17, and 6/24. 6/24 event will be at the Scituate Highway Department facility on Captain Pierce from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pre-registration is required again at the South Shore Recycling Cooperative website. Finally, the fencing is up at Central Field. The work will be commencing this week on the Central Field project, the installation of a new softball field and the renovation of the baseball field. That project will be finished late in the spring. We're looking forward to that, but you will see the construction up there starting this week. And that is what I have for today.
Thanks, Jim. Jim, were we lucky enough to be named one of the 25 or 20 most beautiful lighthouses in the world?
I was not personally, but the Scituate Lighthouse was named one of the 20 most beautiful lighthouses in the world. I think there's a link to that on Scituate Monthly, but a travel magazine did say that it is one of the 20 most beautiful lighthouses in the world. I feel a little bad that everybody's going to come down to see this beautiful lighthouse this summer and the top will be off.
Without a top.
But in the fall, it'll be back. It'll be beautiful. It is a great spot, and that is why we're being so careful with the reconstruction of that lantern room. So hopefully people will be pleased, but be patient with us. We'll get it done.
Great. Thanks, Jim. Now on to Mr. Burkhead.
Morning,
Bill.
everybody. And hi, good morning, Ms. Conley. Thank you so much. And Mr. Boudreau, all is not lost. When People magazine comes out with the 25 most beautiful people, I'm sure you'll make the list. Good morning, everybody. A couple quick announcements today from Scituate Public Schools, just to follow up on what Ms. Conley had shared with the town election. Just want to congratulate all the community members who participated, those who ran for positions. As we know, it's very challenging and a lot of work. So thank you. That is appreciated. And for all the folks that worked at Town Hall up into including Election Day, a lot of work that goes on. And it's just a great civic responsibility. So a shout out to everybody there and to the all the candidates that won on Saturday as well. So for the school committee, just to reiterate, the incumbents that would secured seats were Janice Lindblom and Peter Gates. And for the third position will be a new member, Maria Fenwick. Congratulations to all. We'll see you at the June 5th meeting. The other big ticket item this week is the new Cushing Hatherley School building project is a public forum this week, this Wednesday. We'd like folks to come out. It's going to be held at Hatherley School, so you'll get to actually take a look inside the building if you haven't or aren't familiar with it. And architect Doran Whittier and the owner's project manager, Vertex, will be on hand with the building committee members to do a presentation, solicit input, and that'll be Wednesday, May 24th at 6:30 p.m. at the Hatherley Elementary School. For more information on the entire project, including all the building committee meetings, the dates, all the previous public meetings, video footage, all kinds of good information for you. If you go to our website at scit.org, sit.org, and just up the top, click the community link, you'll be taken right to the page there with a wealth of information on the new project. So if you haven't caught up to speed, there's always going to be information there. And we post all the information from our public meetings up there as well. So if you can't make it, you'll still be able to be informed. Seniors last day this week, and then next Friday is graduation. I'll talk more about that, but it's coming quickly. They're excited. We're excited. The weather looks great this week. So if you can, go out and catch a sports event. The high school athletics are also playing as we get closer to tournament time. Thank you all and have a great week.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Jim. And I encourage everyone to have a wonderful week. And please come on Monday, May 29th at 11:15 to Lawson Common to honor our veterans and service members. Thank you all.